What is up, everybody? Jay Nell here with my UFC Fight Night 100 recap. Happened in Brazil last night. Also want to talk about the Michael Chandler, Benson Henderson fight on Bellator. I know that there was an Ireland card, an Invicta card, an NXT event. There was too much action to catch it all. But I did make 3 predictions, and I got all 3 of them right. If you're wondering where they were, I told you have to follow me everywhere. I made a 15-second prediction on Twitter and Instagram, and I made 2 Facebook exclusive predictions. And I got them all. So let's talk about that real quick. The Brazil card, notable wins that I didn't predict. First, we saw Krzysztof Jotko dominate Thales Leites. He's big, he's strong. He was ranked number 15. He probably climbed there. Sharp striking, sharp wrestling. I'd like to see him tested. Let's give him a top 10 opponent, maybe even like number 8, number 9, somewhere around there. Let's see what this kid has. Who do you think should be next for Jotko? Also, Kamaru Usman had a nice win over Warlley Alves. Afterwards, he aggressively called out old man Maia, Damian Maia that is, said he was the best grappler in the middleweight division, said he would finish old man Maia in the first round. He ain't hype. He ain't ready. Plus, he doesn't deserve the fight yet. Old man Maia's ranked like number 2. He should be getting a title shot. Like, if he were to bark for it, he would get it already. That he deserves it. So, who do you think should be next for Kamaru Usman? And do you think he should try his luck with old man Maia? Shoot for the stars, though. I can't get mad at him. Now, let's talk about the 3 fights that I did get. First up, Claudia Gadelha got a decisive 3-round decision victory over Courtney Casey. Looks like Courtney got the fight because there's not a lot of strawweights who want to fight Claudia. So a lot of women turned down the fight, especially in Brazil. Hey, ladies, step it up. I like Courtney Casey. She's a scrapper, and she did all 3 rounds. She was constantly attacking off her back, trying to get up, trying to land shots, trying to move forward. It just wasn't working out. Claudia was just a bit quicker than her. She was sharper than her. She's a bit stronger than her. She's just a little bit more skilled than her. She's just on a different level, and we saw that here. So who do you think should be next for Claudia? If not a lot of these girls want to fight her, and she hovers around that title shot, and I'm not quite sure she can beat Joanna. So, who do you think should be next for Claudia Gadelha? And next up, the co-main event, I chose, I keep spacing on his name, even though it's my boy, Thomas Almeida, to beat Albert Morales. Kind of the same thing. I believe Albert was a last-minute replacement as well. Thomas Almeida rebounding from that knockout loss to Cody Garbrandt, and he did. This first round was competitive. Albert was definitely coming at him. There was a lot of exchanges on the feet, going back and forth, and he even clocked Thomas. He had Thomas backpedaling a couple times, but Thomas had to find his range, and when he did, he got comfortable. He got loose by the end of that first round. You kind of knew it was inevitable, and sure enough, in the second round, the first shot, he kind of dipped a little bit. Albert, he dipped, so you knew you had him stunned. Then he was in Scrabble mode. He was up against the fence, trying to slide up against the fence, and Thomas was just so accurate with his barrage. He kind of slumped more than once, and then late stoppage here. You know, I'd rather them air early than late. This ref let Albert take way too much punishment. He was up against the fence like this, but it didn't matter. All of Thomas's shots were connecting. He was just clack, 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 uppercut, clack, 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 clack. It was ridiculous. Late stoppage. He took way too much punishment. That pisses me off. Ref, you're there to save these fighters' lives. You're there to save them from themselves. Air on the side early. You do not air late. People will get pissed off if you're early, but they will be livid if you're late. He took too much punishment. Now, moving on. Great win for Thomas Almeida. Who do you think he should fight next? He's already ranked number 10 in that division. Now, main event, got this pick as well. I chose Ryan Bader to beat Antonio Rogério Nogueira, and he did in the 3rd round, and this was very dominant. I knew he would be physically stronger and probably wouldn't want to take it to the ground, but once he found that rhythm and found that end to the takedown, I believe there was even one time where he had Nogueira flying, at least one leg flying through the air. So he kind of ragdolled Nogueira a little bit on the ground and just muscling him up, physically up against the fence, taking him down, ground and pound. And then the ending here, this is how the whole fight went. And then the ending here, the 3rd round, it was brutal. And kind of erring on that side, I'm a little late too, but it's okay. But this was a great stoppage from the ref. You heard every single shot. Ryan Bader, full mouth, just smack, 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 smack. Every shot was landing. Nogueira's face bloody. He's trying to block, but wasn't blocking nothing. Just clack, smack. You heard it. Smack, 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 smack. It was brutal. It was a maybe it's time to retire type of a ending there. And I believe he's 40 years old. What do you think should be next for for Antonio Rogério Nogueira? Should he retire? What do you think should be prize fighter? Maybe he shouldn't be taking on these top 10, top 5, these beasts in the 205 division, because Ryan Bader, again, it was kind of brutal. Now, great win for Ryan Bader. Who do you think should be next for him? Again, he hovers in that top 5 position. So how did you do on your picks? Any injury updates? Talk to me about that. Now, quickly on Bellator, we saw Michael Chandler taking on Benson Henderson for the lightweight title shot. This went all 5 rounds, unanimous decision in favor of Michael Chandler. I totally agree. Benson started late. Michael started early, started first. He started on the feet. He landed first. He even was able to take Benson Henderson down. He had a WWE style suplex over the back. Benson landed on his head and shoulders. Luckily, he didn't get KO'd from that. I mean, he really just near finish, possibly even a 10-8 round, because Bellator likes to give those out a little bit more loosely. So this was a very dominant first round. But towards the end there, you could see that he wasn't going to finish Benson. And I was like, slow your roll, Chandler. Conserve some energy. You're not finna finish Benson Henderson. And sure enough, this went all 5 rounds. The next couple of rounds, Benson got his groove back, especially in the second round. That's probably the round that you would give to Benson Henderson. He was able to land on the feet. I believe he even took Michael Chandler down. And towards this whole fight, you saw Michael's energies kind of just start going down. Each round, he had a little bit less. But Benson took his time getting aggressive, getting started. It wasn't until like the 5th round, I think a lot of judges gave him that 5th round too. 2nd round was close. 5th round was close as well. You could have given those 2 rounds to Benson Henderson. 5th round is where he kind of got his swag, where he was landing more shots, where he had Michael Chandler backpedaling a bit, was able to take him down, do some damage. And then afterwards, he was all hyping up the crowd and, yeah, come on. And it was like, where was all that in the 1st round? Had Benson came out with all of that angst and energy and aggression in the 1st round and started from there, maybe we would have had a different outcome. But no, he started really late. And it was too little too late. We saw a great decisive victory from Michael Chandler. And Bellator's little lightweight division is kind of stacking up a little bit there. He called out Josh Thompson. You know, he's been trying to get at Josh Thompson for a long time. So that's probably going to happen there. Unless Josh is injured. Someone let me know about that. Let me know how you did on your picks and updates on all the Bellator events, the Ireland card, the Invicta card. Just talk to me about everything. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, where I will have 15-second prediction videos and recaps. I'm on Snapchat now. Subscribe, like, talk to me, take care. Goodbye.